gentlemen, let's get the show on the road. We're not alone, of course, on the other side. We've also got the referees, Victor Hlungwane and Mazolo, who's going to be bringing us the news. Let's start, of course, with you. What do you have, the principal?
I cannot minimize the minimum and I cannot maximize the maximum. You said a mouthful. Doctor! Right, we're going into we're going into the games. We see what we call a lunch that we're going to talk about. Bafana Bafana and also Hollywoodbets. So, ungahambi hlala la ku soccer zone sizokubonisa kahle ukuthi no isilo sakho saseka or asisaseka.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're going to be going to that in just a bit.
This is Munashe Mukwara, the teenager, takes it on. Mukwara goes to the bye. Ndlovu down and dirty. Mukwara stays on her feet. What a move! And Mamelodi Sundowns finally find the back of the net. It comes from the teenager and Refilwe Cholagele. And she finds the net once again for the Brazilians.
Well, I mean, these results, Real AM 2-1, too little, too late for them. Mamelodi Sundowns almost at the finish line. What do I mean by that? Take a look at what it looks like as far as the log is concerned at the bottom, already singing their goodbyes. Nothing that can be done as Durban ladies there, sitting at the end. One game that they've won, Real AM, 5 wins, just not enough for these two teams. They could have done better this season. First Touch ladies and City lads there. Finishing off that end there. Mamelodi Sundowns with 27 matches played. They do have games in hand to JVW, who, if TS Galaxy win their games in hand, will definitely overtake them. And they've still got Mamelodi Sundowns to play. So Mamelodi Sundowns need that one more game in order to just eclipse it and make sure that they win the league yet again. The only team to have won the league in the Hollywoodbets Super League. The referee has got Hilo Stasega. Here is the ref's corner.
Welcome to the referee's corner. We're starting with Mamelodi Sundowns ladies and Copper Belt from Polokwane. There's a handball appeal. The cross is taken. You see Sifoka there making her body unnatural bigger by putting her hands in this position. If someone put their hands in this position, you are taking a risk of this hand being hit by the ball. And when the ball makes the head in this position, a handball offense has been committed. Here, nothing was given by Kwandile. Incorrect decision, Asisasekang. Let's go to the next one. We're going to serious foul play. South Africa versus Zambia. Right, here we see what we call a lunge. A player who lunges using one or both legs with excessive force is guilty of serious foul play. Here, the player got a yellow card, but if you look at the lunge, the player was airborne, and then Mbule survived there in this tackle. But this was, in terms of the law, this is what we call serious foul play. Look at the lunge there. Where he's going to land, he's going to crash, but Pule was alert to evade that, but contact was made. If the referee gives a red card in this position, it's supported. Look at the time, 6 minutes, you do this tackle. Let's go to the last one. But when you want to sleep on the field of play, you don't just sleep anywhere. You must choose the right place to sleep. Let's see this player, Chongo, Chongo with the white head, you can see, he decided to sleep there. This is the wrong place. You put everyone on side. Let's look at the ball when Bafana Bafana attack. You will see that Chongo, where he slept there, he's putting everyone on side. Everyone is on side. So if the ball can come here to Lila Foster, and when he scores, beautiful goal. So do not sleep nearer to your goal line. Go and sleep somewhere, then you are safe.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Guys, I want to quickly touch on the 2026 World Cup qualification. Nigeria is out after they beat Gabon, but they went to the finals to meet DR Congo and beat Cameroon. And now they're out. DR Congo is the one that's going through. They're not just going through, though, Dogi, straight to the World Cup. This is what still needs to happen. Fifth round winners, United Arab Emirates and Iraq. Whoever wins there gets into that. From CAF, you've got DR Congo that have qualified. From CONCACAF, you've got Jamaica, Panama, and Haiti. One of those will be there. Yeah. And from CONMEBOL, you've got Bolivia. From OFC, you've got New Caledonia. Very quickly, your thoughts?
Ooh, New Caledonia?
Yeah.
Ilapa? Lay under 16,
yeah.
16.
Yeah.
then we should Congo babanike bona.
They've got the strongest team.
The good thing, I think
Congo, DR Congo.
CAF should be favorites. And the good thing is and so we go straight to the semi-final. There's a playoff, but CAF will be straight in the semi-final, and rightfully so, I think.
We should have that 10 team. We should be going to the World Cup with DR Congo. Let's take a break when we come back in. But right now, we need to go to Mazula Malepe. He's been waiting with the news with the Super Journal.
Well, hopefully it doesn't take too long to have a street named after Dr. Khumalo. But I'll tell you what's moving at fast pace is a VAR in South Africa. My colleague Velile Mnyandu just touched down from Spain with project leader Daniel Bennett, a former PSL and FIFA referee who is leading the way in terms of trying to get this sorted here in South Africa, hopefully maybe next season. Here's Daniel Bennett speaking exclusively to SABC Sport.
Whether the centralised hub is at either Safa House or at Fun Valley. And that's a decision we now need to make. When I get back on Monday, have a very urgent meeting because there's a portfolio meeting on Tuesday morning and all of our ducks have to be in a row. So we're under a bit of pressure as a VR management team at the moment, but you know, I think the thing is everybody wants everything now. Which I understand because this is a long process. So that means I've got to jump on that train very quickly and start getting, from my side, my ducks in a row with my management team as well.
And from Daniel Bennett's desk to Hugo Bruce's office, I've spoke to the coach over the weekend, just asking him if he plans to squeeze in more friendly international matches. Remember, they play Angola, Egypt and Zimbabwe at the Africa Cup of Nations in about a month's time. But the coach says, he's not interested in playing any more friendly matches. He's just keen to get started and go to the AFCON. Here's Coach Hugo Bruce explaining exactly why that is the case.
No, we will play one game, and I don't like to play two or three games before we go. We played enough against African teams, so we don't have to play against another African team because we don't know African football. We played the last 4 years nearly only against African teams. So we don't have to play another 2 or 3 games before we go to AFCON. That is, no, we don't need that. It will be a little bit different when we play next year World Cup. That is something else, and the preparation will be different also.
I do wonder, Dr. Khumalo, how many friendly matches did you play before you won that 1996 one? Because Hugo says he's not interested in playing any more matches. Do they need them or don't they?
I think we played 3 or 4 before we played the first game in 96. But just to probably concur with what the coach is saying, Mazola, I think what they play, they've played Zambia, so they don't have ample time for them to play another game because one, we need to be wary of injuries, and 2, we don't want the guys to be put under pressure when you play a competitive side. So my experience serves me very well. When Brazil was here to play in the World Cup, they played the Kaizer Chiefs under 17s. So to prepare for just to shape up. But then Hugo is right by saying he doesn't have ample time because you have the Carling Cup and he's only getting the players after the 7th. So there's no ample time to prepare.
Yeah, and as such, Coach Hugo Bruce will be making his announcement that first week of December, going to the HPC in Tshwane before they prepare to leave for AFCON. My next story, 2 stories in fact, and I'm going to go back to Mark Haskins just to give me his analysis. It's considering Orlando Pirates. First of all, Reece Braithwaite, a prospect, a future prospect really, that's currently with the Orlando Pirates reserve league side, but he still has yet to receive his clearance from Cape Town Spurs. It's that cycle again with Cape Town Spurs and Asenele Velebai and Liam Byrne regarding allowing the players to leave as free agents. But keep a close watch on sabcsport.com. We'll keep you updated with regards to that story. And then my final one, we broke the story a few months ago. Deadline day in September in the PSL, Orlando Pirates were chasing after the signature of Andy de Jong. We are now told that Orlando Pirates looking to reignite their interest in signing the striker for the January transfer window that's just around the corner. And I want to hear Mark Haskins. I'm sure you can even weigh in on the Reece debate as well, but more so Andre de Jong. Do Pirates need a striker of his caliber?
Well, again, is Andre de Jong a striker? Is he a number 10? The jury is still out on that one because he's not an out-and-out striker. But when you look at this season alone, he's played 19 games, scored 3 goals. Last season, 47 games in all competitions, scored 8 goals. So he knows he does score goals. He doesn't score very frequently or as much as maybe we'd like, but him or the interest in him begs the question, who's leaving? Because especially with Orlando Pirates not having Champions League football, you know, you feel like maybe they've got too many players. But then you ask the question, okay, maybe there's going to be some exits at Pirates, and maybe that's why the interest in Andre de Jong. But that remains to be seen.
Well, hopefully at sabcsport.com, with the January window coming, we will be the ones who tell you who's leaving Orlando Pirates.